Good evening everyone, good evening guys. How are you guys doing? I hope and pray that everybody is fine and shine guys. I hope and pray that everybody is fine and shine guys. I welcome all of you in BYJU'S Exam Prep guys. Today, as promised, we will be discussing CPM questions under the marathon. First, quickly let me know that is audio video clear. First, quickly let me know that is audio video clear. Everyone. I'm just waiting for your response. Good evening Amanji, good evening. Is audio video clear? Good. Thank you. Amanji, please, I request not to only Amanji, to everyone that please share this session with your friends. Please share this session with your friends so that we can start as soon as possible without wasting much of your time guys. Good evening Dinesh ji. Good evening. How are you guys doing? I hope and pray that everybody is fine and shine. I hope and pray that everybody is fine and shine. PMG, good evening. Good evening Naresh ji. Guys, please share the session with your friends so that the maximum people can join and they can take the benefit. Rahul ji, good evening. Ritu Raj ji, good evening. Jai Hind, TGTB ji. The name is very interesting, TGTB. Nahi Milan ji, I came very soon, around couple of days back. Good evening Milan ji, good evening. Milan Panjiar ji from Nepal, if I'm right. Hanuman ji, good evening. So guys, let's start the session. Shall we start the session, everyone? Yes. Milan ji, my memory is good. Views ji, good evening. Let's start the session guys. Right? So, basically CPM marathon, right? So, we will be discussing questions pertaining to this. Right? So guys, this is myself. I'm Ankit Sharma, an ex-IES officer having teaching experience more than 12 years. Right? Since more than 12 years, I'm teaching in this field of GATE and ESC, and I have written a lot of material for you guys on many subjects. Right? So let's quickly start the session without wasting much of your time guys. This is our core group of faculties. You know all of them, right? We have a very dedicated team of BYJU'S Exam Prep working towards your success. We are striving for your success guys. Clear? Now guys, this is basically a complete solution to your GATE problem. So guys, basically do like the sessions and do subscribe our channel to get the updates of future classes. Yes Rahul ji. Now guys, this is the first question of today. This is the first question of today. The question is, Gantt charts indicate comparison of actual progress with scheduled progress, balance work to be done, progressive cost of project, inventory cost. So guys, can you let me know the answer? Can you let me know the answer in the comment box? Can you let me know the answer in the comment box? Everyone, Adil ji is the first one to answer, that is C. Naresh ji is answering C. Okay, very good guys, very good everyone. Right, absolutely right guys. So the answer will be the progressive cost of the project. Generally, okay, Milan ji has given the answer which I was about to tell. Generally, people answer it as A or B, but both of them are wrong. Why? Why both of them are wrong, guys? The point is this. Basically, both A and B are giving the same information, and this is a MCQ question, not MSQ question. Right? Basically, a Gantt chart, which is also called as bar chart, never ever shows the project progress, right? Since the project progress is not shown, which we usually tell that the review of project progress is not available in case of bar chart or Gantt chart. So we cannot know the balance work to be done. We cannot know the balance work to be done, right? Therefore, the answer is C, and the people who answer it as A and B are absolutely wrong. So guys, please take a note of it, right? Please take a note of it. Clear? Bhushan ji is writing activity show करने के लिए. Bhushan ji, but yes, progressive activity. No, Bhushan ji, it does not show progressive activity. It shows the overall basically view of the project, right? Next question, guys. Second question. Consider the following statements in work breakdown structure, right? This is also a very important topic, that is work breakdown structure. Now, it is a graphical representation of entire program. Program or project, both of us are same for us, right? The top to down approach of planning is adopted. The down top approach of planning is adopted. It is suitable for complex project. Which of these statement is or are correct? Which of these statement is or are correct? Guys, can I have the answer in the comment box, live chat section? Can I have the answer in the comment box, in the live chat section? PMG is giving the answer as A. Rahul ji is giving the answer as A. So guys, Adil ji is giving the answer as B. Aman ji is giving the answer as A. Mukherjee ji is giving answer as A. PMG has rectified answer. Okay, sorry sir, B. Fine. Guys, please try to understand all those people who are giving the answer as A. See, in option A we have 1, 2 and 3 are correct, right? They are asking about the correct option. Agreed? Clear? Milanji has now changed the answer as D. Now the point is this, basically in option 2 and 3 it is written top to down approach of planning is adopted. In 3 it is written down to top approach of planning is adopted. So guys, please take care that either we will go for top to down or we will go for down to top, right? So either of them would be right, both of them cannot be right. So basically definitely my answer will not be A, that is 2 and 3, right? So my answer cannot be A and my answer cannot be D, right? So I have only 2 options left out, that is between B and C. I have only 2 options left out, that is option between B and C, right? Now if we check basically which approach is being adopted, then the answer is that in work breakdown structure we follow top to down approach, not down to top approach. So this becomes absolutely wrong. So this is right, and fourth one is right, right? So my answer would be what? B. My answer would be B. Yes everybody, my answer would be B. Masoor ji, good evening. Good evening. Any confusion, any doubt with this? Any confusion, any doubt with this? Guys, see, we can get to the answer by logical reasoning also. So to get to the answer by the process of logical reasoning, you need to read the question properly. You need to read the question properly. Agreed everyone? Right? The question has to be read properly. That's the point. Clear? Shall we move to the next question? Everyone. Shall we move to the next question? Let's move to the next question, right? The next question is basically a bar chart of 4 activities indicating, this is the diagram, right? A bar chart of 4 activities indicating their schedule start and finish, end of day. Values and resource requirement per day are given below. What will be the maximum and minimum resources needed on any of the days? The maximum and minimum resources needed at any of the days. Milanji has written something. Sir, your previous Telegram link not working or what? I didn't receive your link of live classes. It's working. Milanji, it's absolutely working. Right? So over here we need to determine the maximum and minimum resources. So from the diagram we can see that this particular activity is having the minimum resource requirement per day, that is the 6 resources per day. So is there any particular duration? Is there any particular duration at which only this particular activity is being occurring? Yes, we can observe that between 16 to 19, that is on 17th and 18th day, this activity is being occurring. So can I tell that the minimum resource requirement is 6, right? The minimum resource requirement is 6. So if I go for the minimum, then this cannot be the answer. C and D cannot be the answer, right guys? Again by logical reasoning. Then the maximum. Now the question is about the maximum resource requirement. So what would be the maximum? For maximum resource requirement any day, I should go for those activities or those group of activities which are basically consuming the maximum resources or the most number of activities occurring on a particular day. Over here we can see that on these durations, basically these 3 activities are occurring, and another combination for the maximum duration would be this. In this combination we are having 8 plus 6, that is 14, and in this combination we are having 6 plus 7 plus 9, that is 6 plus 7 is how much? 13. 13 plus 9 is 22, right? So the maximum would be what? 22. So maximum would be 22 resources per day. So the answer would be A. Very good, Masoor. Ahmed ji, Neha ji is giving the answer as B. Neha ji, it would be A. Naresh ji, good. PM ji, good. Vivek ji, good. Rahul ji, good. Aman ji, Rituraj ji, all of you. Well done. Neha ji, understood why answer would be A. Although you have given the answer as B, never mind about it. But you should be aware about the concept. The concept is more important than the answer. Concept is more important than the answer. Good, Dinesh ji. Very good. Let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question, guys. This is our next question. Which are the critical activities of the bar chart shown below? Options, the diagram you have. Options, activities B and E, A, D and F, activities A, C and E, A and F. So guys, can I have the answer from you? Can I have the answer from you? Neha ji, okay fine, after this question I will repeat. Don't worry, after this question I will repeat. Can I have the answer of this, guys? This question. Naresh ji has given the answer as C. Masoor ji is giving the answer as C. Vivek ji is giving the answer as C. Yes guys, absolutely, the answer would be option C. Answer would be option C. Why? As we can see from the diagram, the bar chart, that basically as soon as activity A is completed, C will start. As soon as C is completed, E will start. And basically again the E is completed. And this is A. Yes, Masoorji, we can infer that basically these are serial activities, but the point is this, basically critical path is the longest path of the project, right? And secondly, we are also aware about the fact that critical path is a continuous path from the start of the project to the end of the project. That's a continuous path, and we can see that A, C and E has the longest duration, and it is also the continuous path. And it is also the continuous path. Clear? That's why my answer is A, C and E. A, C and E. Clear? Now as Neha ji has asked basically this one, that how, right? Neha ji, you can see this is the minimum. This one is having the minimum, right? Because the activity, this second activity requires minimum resources per day, right? That's why we opted for it. Agreed? And thereafter for maximum we only had two options to compare. One was this one and another was this one. And the first option requires 14 resources per day and the second options require 22 resources per day, right? So that's why we went for it. This is our answer. Next question, guys, this is a MSQ question. This is a MSQ question. Which of the following statements are true? A dummy is a representation in the network requiring resources but not time. A dummy is an activity in a network. A dummy job is assigned zero time to perform. It is used mainly to specify precedence relationship. So guys, can I have the answer from your sides? I'm waiting for your answer. Can I have the answer? Okay, PMG is the first one to answer very quickly. B, C, D. Bhushanji, very quickly. B, C, D. Vivekji, C, D. Nareshji, A and C. Masoorji, C, D. Each one of you, please give the answer. And guys, don't forget to like the session if you are liking the knowledge which I am giving you. If you are happy with the knowledge, then please do hit the like button. Do hit the like button. Okay, very good guys, very good. Now, as I can see, there is a variation in the answer. So I perceive that basically there is a confusion in your mind regarding these statements. There is a confusion in your mind regarding these statements. Guys, let us read these statements one by one. A dummy is a representation in the network requiring resources but not time. Right? Requiring resources but not time. These are two basically different statements written over here in a combined form. So as far as we know, the fact that dummy is a representation in the network diagram neither requiring resources nor time. Neither requiring resources nor time. So this becomes wrong, absolutely wrong. Right? Dummy is an activity in the network. Guys, dummy is not an activity in the network because an activity consumes resources and time. An activity consumes resources and time. Rituji, good evening. Right? Since dummy neither consumes resources nor time, so basically it is not an activity. It is not an activity. Dummy, that's why a new name is being given, that is dummy or dummy activity. The name is dummy activity. It is not an activity, right? Or zero time activity, right? It is not an activity because it neither requires time nor any other resources. Clear? So this is also wrong. A dummy job is assigned zero time to perform. Yes, absolutely correct. This is right. It is used mainly to specify precedence relationship. It is mainly used to specify precedence relationship. That is absolutely correct because dummy is used to specify interrelationship among activities. Right? That is the precedence relationship. Clear? Is this okay now? Yes. Amanji, Rituji, Dineshji, answer would be C and D. Is this okay now? Are you satisfied with the answer, each one of you? Then only I will move to the next question. If there is any doubt, please let me know in the comment box. Please let me know in the comment box. Satisfied with the answer, guys? Good. Next question, please. The question is, there are three parallel paths in a part of a network between a bursting node and next merging node with only one activity in each path. Minimum number of required dummies would be. The question is the minimum number of required dummies would be. But why dummy activity? Bhushanji, that is the name. That is the name given, right? Thank you everyone. Thank you for your lovely response. Bhushanji, that is the name given. The name is dummy activity. It is not an activity. Right? We cannot help it, right? Bhushanji, I guess that satisfies you. That is the name given, right? As you have a name Bhushanji and I have a name Ankit. So that is the name given. We cannot help it anymore. Right? So guys, what is the answer over here? Okay, answer. Sir, please share Telegram channel. My Telegram, Rahulji, my Telegram channel is Civil by Ankit, sir. My Telegram channel is Civil by Ankit, sir. So what is the answer? Answer would be 2. Answer would be 2. Right? So how to draw this? Basically, there is a bursting node and there is a merging node. Right? Basically, from bursting node, activities are coming out like this. Clear? Like this, the activities are coming out. So this is the case. Now there are 3 activities in each path, A, B and C. Now we have to use dummies over here. The reason of using the dummies over here and not joining A and C directly by this particular event, the reason behind this is that basically more than one activity cannot have same starting node and same end node. They cannot have same starting node and same end node. Clear, everyone? So this is our answer. Is this okay? Is this okay? Shall we move to the next question? Right? So answer is option C. Good. Next question. The total number of errors in the given AOA network is. So guys, it's an AOA network. It's an AOA network. So what is the answer? The total number of errors. So what is the answer? What is the answer, guys? Total number of errors. Can I have the answer, please, in the comment box? That is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Please do analysis and give the answer. See, I don't mind you guys taking the time, but yes, I do mind and I feel sad when you guys give the wrong answer. I do mind and I feel sad when you guys give the wrong answer. Okay, many of you are giving the answer as 2, that is Bombay. Rahulji giving the answer as 1. Okay, fine. Okay, Bhushanji giving the answer as 1. Everyone, guys, everyone. Okay, Riturajji giving the answer as C. Masoorji is giving the answer as 3, that is C. Adilji as B, 2. Right, Shinkaleji is giving the answer as 2. Guys, please observe over here. Why do I require this dummy? Why do I require this dummy? This is a redundant dummy in the network. Right? I can simply join this activity to this. Like this, right? And there is no change in the message of the network. There is no change in the message of the network. Further, why do I require this dummy? If I remove this dummy also, then there is no change in the message of the network, in the logic of the network. Right? So we don't require this dummy also. Now, these two activities, right? These two activities are having same starting point and end point. These two activities are having same starting point and end point. Since these are having same starting point and end point, then why do I require them? Right? This is not allowed. So basically over here, this is an error and there has to be a dummy to get rid of this. This is an error. So how many errors are there? 1 error, 2 error and 3 error. 3 errors are over here. So answer would be what? Option C. Clear? Any doubt with this, guys? Any doubt with this? Please let me know. Clear, everyone? So this is the concept behind it. So basically, before giving the answer, think twice. Think twice. Make a habit of giving the right answer. Take your time. That's not an issue. See, I don't believe in speed. I believe in accuracy. Speed, definitely you and me would achieve over a period of time. Over a period of time. AOA diagram, not use dummy activity. Who told this? Bhushanji. That's not AOA, rather it is AON. Bhushanji, that is AON. Right. Next. Next question. Which of the following student is most certain about solving a particular question in time? Which of the following student is more certain or most certain about solving a particular question in time? E, F, G and H. There are only 4 students, right? So, can I have the answer please in the comment box? Can I have the answer please in the comment box? Guys, please try to understand the concept and then give the answer. Don't do the guesswork. Guesswork basically pulls your success down. Slowly and gradually it pulls your success down, and it pulls you so much that after some point of time you will be in trouble. So what is the concept behind this? To determine certainty or uncertainty, we should determine the value of sigma, right? Sigma is nothing but Tp minus T naught divided by 6, where Tp is pessimistic time, T naught is optimistic time, divided by 6. Larger the value of sigma, more is uncertainty. Right? In the question it is being asked the most certain. So basically we need to calculate sigma in this case. See, no need to divide by 6. Simply we can calculate the difference between T naught and Tp. Over here the difference is coming as how much? 13 minus 5, that is 8, right? 12 minus 6, that is 6. 15 minus 5, that is 9, right? 13 minus 4, again it is 9. So can I tell that basically these two people are most uncertain and this one is most certain, right? So my answer would be what? Option B. My answer would be option B. Very good. Teja ji, Naresh ji, Grishma ji, Prathamesh ji, Adil ji, Masoor ji. Very good, guys. Because standard deviation more F student. Bhushan ji, standard deviation is less, rather it is not more, it's less. Rahul ji was giving the answer as G. Why Rahul ji? That is most uncertain. G and H are most uncertain. So I believe and I trust that basically you guys have understood the concept behind it. You guys have understood the concept behind it, right? So I'm moving to the next question. Guys, the next question. Next question. Good, guys, good. Thank you, everyone. In PERT analysis, the time estimates of activities and probability of their occurrence follow normal distribution curve, beta distribution curve, Poisson's distribution curve, binomial distribution curve. So guys, basically what they are trying to ask in PERT analysis, time estimates of activities, right? we know that in PERT analysis, activities follow beta distribution. So answer would be option B. Very good, very good. Answer would be option B. Very good, guys. This is undisputed question because everybody is giving the same answer. Everybody is giving the same answer. Let's move to the next question. In probability, the probability distribution taken to represent the completion time in PERT analysis. This is the another aspect of PERT, right? We have seen one aspect in the previous question. This is the next aspect of it. So what is the answer to this? See guys, in this question they are asking the probability distribution of completion time in PERT analysis, right? So what will be the answer to this? Yes, again, very good guys. Answer would be the normal distribution, right? Activities follow beta distribution, whereas project completion time follows what? Normal distribution. This is as per the third statement of central limit theorem that tells that if there are n number of activities in a network diagram and the number of activities is large, each activity would be having its own beta distribution, right? But the project completion time would be having or can be approximated as normal distribution. This is the statement of central limit theorem, the third statement. Remember everyone? Clear? Let's move to the next question. If T0, Tm and Tp are 4, 5, 8 days respectively, then expected time Te will be. So, can I have the answer please? Good guys. See guys, it's a humble request from my side that please do believe in the concept. If you believe in the concept, you will start learning the concept, then automatically you will observe that you are getting the right answer. Understand the concept, read the concept and basically read the question properly. Definitely your answer would be right. That is the only key to the success. So what is the answer? Okay. Many of you are giving the answer as B. Let us check guys. Expected time, that is my TE, which is nothing but T0 plus 4 times of Tm plus Tp divided by 6, right? Divided by 6. So how much is T0? That is 4 plus 4 into Tm, that is 5 plus Tp, that is 8 divided by 6. So how much it is? 20 plus 12, that is 32 divided by 6, right? So it will be how much? 5.3333 days, right? So answer would be Bombay, 5.33. Yes, very good. Again B. Tejaji is giving the answer as again B. Good guys, good. Next question. Slack or slack time refers to? Slack or slack time refers to an activity, an event, both activity and event, neither activity nor event. Okay, you guys are giving the answer as B, Bombay. That is an activity, right? Good guys. See, slack is an extra available time by which occurrence of an event can be delayed without affecting project completion time. Occurrence of an event can be delayed without affecting project completion time. श्योर मसूर जी इन्वेंट्री कंट्रोल पे जल्दी करेंगे, राइट? जरूर करेंगे. Clear? So what is the answer to this? Answer to this is Bombay, that is an event. Answer to this is Bombay, that is an event. Clear? Next. Question number 13. Slack or slack time? This is a very disputed question, guys. Many of you. So difference between activity and event. Okay, guys, please go for this. Meanwhile, I'll just clear the doubt of PMG. See, activity is a task or job that consumes resource or time. An event is an instant of time which signifies significant achievement in the project. Like for example, PMG, you are attending my class on YouTube. That is an activity. That is consuming your resource and time both. Attending the class, right? Now, basically this attending the class has started at some point of time. So started attending the class or start of the class, that is an event, right? At the stroke of 5 p.m. the class has started. At some point of time the class will end. So end of the class is also an event. Between the start of the class, between the end of the class, something is going on, and that is what? Class, which is consuming resource, that is electricity, basically this smart board, myself, my time. So that is an activity, and the end point and the starting point of this activity are event. Clear? Good. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Some people are telling Bombay, some people are telling D, C, D, B, C, D. Okay, guys, right now we have studied in the previous question. See, again you did not read the question properly. See, in this question we have seen that slack or slack time refers to an event, right? It is not written activities. So answer cannot be B or answer cannot be D. But obvious it is. It is straightforward. Answer cannot be B or answer cannot be D. Riturajji, understood? Anuji, understood? Right. Yes, Bhushanji. Right. Now, option A tells that it can never be greater than 0. That is absolutely wrong. We know that. Basically, slack can be greater than 0. That is called as positive slack. So basically, this would also be wrong. And answer would be, basically, see, practically our slack cannot be less than 0. Right? Practically, see, slack is also negative. I agree by that fact that, but the point is this, that negative slack is only theoretical value. We cannot execute any project on negative slack. We cannot execute any project on negative slack. That's why basically we treat practically that slack cannot be less than 0. Nareshji, that we will see. That we will see in the further discussion. Don't worry, brother. I know many of you have this doubt, so I have already taken care of it. Right, so just be patient for a few more minutes, brother. So can I have this answer, please? I'm moving out of the frame. Okay, Adilji, why not D? You are asking why not D. See, Adilji, the answer why not D, guys, please go for this question. Please go for this question. Right, I am waiting for your answer. Meanwhile, I am giving an answer to Adilji. Adilji, basically slack is associated with event. It is not associated with activities. In B and D, we have activities written. That's why neither B nor D. Right, slack is associated with event, not with activities. In option B and D, it was written activities. After this question, I'll just show you that again. Meanwhile, just please solve this question. Okay, everyone is giving the answer as C. Let me check, guys. Activity, that is a resource consuming element, so it will be 2. Event is an instantaneous stage. I have right now told you few minutes back, so it will be 4. Dummy activity, resourceless element, so it will be 1. float, spare time, that will be 3. So 2413. 2413. Answer would be option C. Right? Answer would be option C. Everyone. Very good, guys. Now, Adilji had that doubt, right? Adilji, for you, please check B and D. Please check B and D. Both are having activities, right? Critical activity or subcritical activity, I don't mind it. First of all, I just know the fact that basically it is not associated with activities. So E and D both will be wrong. That was the logic. So, question number 15. Consider the following statements of network. Only one time estimate is required for each activity. 3 time estimates for each activity. Time and cost both are controlling factor. It is built up of event-oriented diagram. Which of the following statements are correctly applicable? So we have to go for correctly applicable to a CPM network, right? So please read these statements with relation to CPM network. Okay. Grishma ji, Naresh ji, Teja ji, Ritu ji, Adil ji, Prathamesh ji, all of them are giving the answer as A. And Dinesh ji has also joined this huddle. Very good, very good. Each one of you is giving the answer as A. Only one time estimate is required for each activity. Yes, this is true. 3 time estimate is required. This is for PERT. Time and cost both are controlling factor. Yes, in PERT analysis, time is the only controlling factor because we don't have the information about activities. So we don't know the cost. So in PERT analysis, it is assumed that project cost is directly proportional to time, right? It is built up of event-oriented diagram. No, CPM diagram is activity-oriented, PERT diagram is event-oriented. So 1 and 3 are right. So answer would be A, right? Answer would be A. Clear, everyone? Clear? So guys, do let me know that are you getting benefited by this session? Are you getting benefited by this session? Please let me know in the comment box. Then please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Concept recall. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your lovely response. Next question. I have brought nearly 45 questions for you. Now time is not a constraint for us. As much as time we would require to complete these 45 questions we would take. Right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your lovely response. So guys, please do hit the like button. Please do hit the like button. For the network shown in the above figure, the number on each arrow denotes the time duration of activity in days. The earliest start time in days for activity 5-6. Okay, for activity 5-6, we need to determine EST for this particular activity 5-6. Right? So what to do, guys? Let's do the time calculation. For this activity 1, it would be 0. For 2, it will be 4. TE, right? We are calculating TE. TE. Right? That is earliest expected event occurrence time. In PERT, in CPM, it is earliest event occurrence time. Right? So over here, this TE, this would be 1. Right? This TE, from this path 1, 3, 4, it will be 2, and from this path 1, 2, 4, it will be 4. So we will go for the maximum value. Right? Now, this would be how much? 4 plus 4, 8, and this would be 9. Right? And again, this would be how much? 8, and this would be 11. So for 5-6, it is 9. That is option C. Very good, guys. Everyone, very good. Clear? So if somebody asks us what is my critical path, then my critical path is the largest path time wise. This, and this. The blue path, that is my critical path. Is this clear to everyone? Let's move to the next question. Next question. In a project, logic, 4 activities M and O and P are required to be completed before starting activity Q. Okay, fine. So if I draw the network of this M and O and P, right? This is some activity Q, M and O and P. If the finish time of M, N, O and P are 12, 14, 15, 17 days respectively, earliest event occurrence time for the activity Q is, right? They are asking for this activity Q. So how much this would be? Can I tell simply this would be T would be equal to how much? 17. So my answer will be option D. Very good guys, very good everyone. Proud of you. Proud of you guys. Proud of you. Next question. See guys, if you have any doubt regarding any question, then please do ask me. Please do ask me in the comment box if you are not getting anything. I'm just moving to the next questions very quickly guys, just because of the reason that I don't want to waste your precious time. Exam is on our head, so basically we should not waste your precious time, right, in having chit chat discussion. I don't believe that. Clear? Now the earliest date and the latest date for event 3 and 10 are given in the above figure. So this is event 3, this is event 10. Activity E is connecting both events and its duration is 10 weeks. The independent float of the activity is, okay fine, we need to calculate the independent float. We need to calculate the independent float. Guys, let me calculate all the 4 floats over here. Right, so with the help of this question, we will not only learn how to calculate independent float, rather I want to teach you all the 4 floats in the same question. See answer. Okay, Milanji, let's check. Let's check. Right, so basically first one is my total float. That is the maximum available time minus activity time. So maximum time is 45 minus 20, right? This would be 45 minus 20, right, minus activity time, that is 10. So how much it would be? 25 minus 10, that is 15 weeks, right? Now free float, that is total float FT minus SJ. FT is my total float, SJ is slack of head event. So slack of head event is nothing but my latest time minus earliest time, that is 5. So 15 minus 5, that is 10. Clear? Thereafter, next one, independent float, FID, right? FID is free float minus SI, that is slack of tail event, that is I event, right? That is I event. So this is 10. Slack of tail event is 25 minus 20. The same thing, right? So it is 5. So answer is 5. Clear? So answer is 5 weeks. Now one more float, FIN. That is my interfering float, and that is nothing but SJ. And it is also equal to FT minus FF. As you can see from over here, SJ will be equal to FT minus FF, and that is nothing but 5 weeks. Clear? So we have calculated all the 4 floats in this particular question. Next question, guys. Next question. The question is, whenever an activity has zero total float, then free float of the activity must be zero, but independent float need not to be zero. Independent float need not to be zero. Free float and independent float both must be zero. Free float and independent float both need not to be zero. Can I have the answer in the comment box? Can I have the answer in the comment box? Guys, right now we have seen that the largest float among them is what? Total float. Free float is part of total float. Then independent float is part of free float. Right? And basically my interfering float is also part of total float. So if total float is zero, then all these four floats will be zero. If total float is zero, then all these four floats will be zero. Rather, all these other three floats would be zero. Right? Because if the largest float is zero, and since all the other three floats are part of that or are subset of that total float. So, right? So, what will be my answer? Answer will be C, that is free float and independent float. Both must be zero. Very good, everyone. Very good. C, sure, sir. Very good, Milanji. Love your confidence. So, that is the concept, right? As you can see over here, if this value becomes 0, then this would be 0, this would be 0, and this would be 0 for sure. Clear? Next question. Next question. Consider the following pairs. Difference between total float and free float. Interfering float. Sum of independent float and tail slack, free float. Sum of independent float, tail slack and interfering float, total float. Right. So what should be the answer of this? What should be the answer of this? I'm waiting for your answer, guys. Okay, mixed answer. Okay, some of you are telling D, Milanji is telling A, Rituraji is telling C. A may be, okay. Right, fine, no issues. Let me write the fundamental equations. Ft, right, that is basically maximum time minus activity time. Clear? Ff, that is Ft minus Sj. Fid, independent float, that is Ff minus Si. Fin, that is Sj. Clear? Now let us read these statements again. No, Manishji, this is not helpful for ECE, but yes, in one sense it is also helpful for ECE because it is part of your project management. This is also part of your project management, but since you will be not able to get this because this is pure technical right now, I'm having discussion pure technical. Definitely these types of questions are asked in ECE, but right now I will not be able to explain you the concept behind it. Right. In project management you have, right, project time calculation of the project over there. These questions are asked, and similar kind of questions are also asked in basically engineering services paper 1. Clear? So now Basically, let us read. The difference between the total float and the free float is interfering float. So guys, basically the total float and free float, that is Sj, and that is Sj is nothing but interfering float. This is right. Sum of independent float and tail slack float is free float, right? So if I take tail slack over here plus independent float, that is free float. So this is also right. Sum of independent float plus tail slack and interfering float is total float. Yes, absolutely. Because I can simply write Ft is equal to Ff plus Sj, and Ff can be written, so Ft will be equal to, Ff can be written Fid plus Si plus Sj, right? So this is also right. Answer would be option A. Correct answer is option A. Milanji. Yes. Everyone clear, guys? So this was very obvious to you. We have studied in the previous question only. But you guys did not give a thought about it. That's why you went wrong. Each of you were knowing this concept. Clear? I guess now the concept is loud and clear to you, all of you. Next question, please. A part of the network with the nomenclature of a typical legend is shown in the given figure. There can be other incoming activities at node 5, 6. Okay, fine. This is 5 and this is 6. Right? 5 and 6. Some incoming activities would be there, as stated in the question. And 5, 6 and 8. Okay, fine. The 8 is also included. But there are no other incoming activities at 7 and 9. Okay, 7 and 9, there are no other incoming activities. There are 2 outgoing activities at node 9, but no other outgoing activity at any other nodes. The total float and free float in activity 6, 7 are respectively. So activity 6, 7, they are talking about this activity, guys, which I have marked with red pen. Effect of activities. Nareshji, I did not get you. So guys, how to proceed with this? How to proceed with this? See, 8 plus 14, it would be 22. 9 plus 12, it would be 21. So this time would be 22. Right? Clear? 34 minus 7, that would be 26. Clear? So for activity 6, 7, total float Ft would be equal to 26 minus 9. That is the maximum available time minus activity time, that is 12. So 26 minus 9 is 17. 17 minus 12, that is 5. Right? So total float would be 5. Free float. Free float, that would be how much? Ft minus Sj. 5 minus Sj. Sj is 26 minus 22. That is 4. Right? So 4. It is 1. So answer is option A, that is 5 and 1. Is this clear, everyone? I'm moving out of the frame. Please check. Good. Next question. for an activity 201, 207, right? This is the name. 201 and 207. In an AOA network, EET, that is earliest expected time, LET, latest expected time, values and activity durations are shown in the figure given. Between free float, interference float and independent float, which one of the following is the correct sequence in the decreasing magnitude order? In the decreasing magnitude order, 34 minus 7 is 27. Yes, Prathamesh ji, I may be wrong. Yes, that is right. 34 minus 7. Yes. Right? 27. Absolutely. I made a calculation mistake. So it would be 27 minus 9. 18 minus 12. This would be 6. Right? 6. So 6 minus this would be 5. 1. So answer is C. Thank you, Prathamesh ji. I am very happy that you made me correct. Thank you. I am very happy that you made me correct, and basically this is my point, that what I was trying to conclude, blindly following me, you are also basically checking me and you have made me correct. That is very good. Good. Thank you, brother. Thanks a lot. So it also proves a point that you are understanding my class and you are also able to follow my class. Right? Thank you. Now, next question. This one. Guys, we need to calculate free float, interference float and independent float. Right? So first of all, total float FT, 26 minus 10 minus 8. This is 16 minus 8, that is 8. FF, total float, that is 8 minus lack of head event, that is 5. It is 3. Then my independent float FID, that is free float, 3 minus lack of the tail event, that is 2. 1. FIN, that is lack of head event, that is 26 minus 21, it is 5. So decreasing order would be FIN, right, and then FF, and then FID, right? So interference, free float, independent. So answer would be C. Everyone? Good, guys. Good. Very good, guys. See, float is a very important concept. That's why I have brought so many questions on it. It's a very important concept. That's why I have brought so many questions on it. Right? Now I believe that each one of you is very, very strong in the concept of float. In the concept of float, each one of you is very strong. And now you will not commit any mistake in the examination unless and until that's a silly mistake. Next question. What is the time by which completion of an activity can be delayed without affecting the start of succeeding activities called? Guys, very famous question. Very famous question. Can I have the answer, please? Can I have the answer, please? Okay, Vivek ji giving the answer as B. Naresh ji D. Rituraj ji D. Masoor ji. Guys, rather this is a MSQ question. Answer would be independent float and free float. Both of these float does not affects the earliest start time of succeeding activity. As per the definition of free float, it is the extra time by which an activity can be delayed without affecting earliest start time of the succeeding activity. Independent float is the minimum time available by which an activity can be delayed. Right? And minimum time is available when the previous activity finishes as late as possible and the next activity wants to start as early as possible. So answer would be C and D. Is it clear? Answer would be C and D. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? Good. Good. Next. Total float can affect all activities in the chain. Free float can affect only preceding activity. Independent float affects only the concerned activity. Which of the following? Naresh ji, without affecting preceding activity then float. नरेश जी, आई डिड नॉट गेट योर क्वेश्चन. सर एक एग्जांपल दीजिए फ्लोट्स की जो डेली लाइफ में होता है. मसूर जी, एग्जांपल फ्लोट का जो डेली लाइफ में होता है, को ऐसे बहुत सारे एग्जांपल हैं यार. चलो अंत में बात करें उस पे, अभी सवालों पे बात करते हैं, अंत में बात करते हैं. राइट? बहुत सारे ऐसे एग्जाम्पल है, कोई ऐसी बड़ी बात नहीं है, बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल है, अंत में बात करेंगे. राइट? मैं जान रहा हूं आप फील लेना चाह रहे हो पूरा. राइट? टोटल फ्लोट कैन अफेक्ट ऑल द एक्टिविटीज इन द चेन. फ्री फ्लोट कैन अफेक्ट ओनली द प्रीसीडिंग एक्टिविटी. Independent float affects only the concerned activity. Guys, can I have this answer? Can I have this answer? See, this is true. Yes, total float can affect all the activities in the chain. Right? It definitely affects the preceding and the succeeding activity. Right? And it may also affect the next activities also. Right? Next, free float can affect only the preceding activity. Free float can affect only the preceding activity. Yes, it does not affect the succeeding activity. Independent float affects only the concerned activity. Right? Independent float affects only the concerned activity. This is also right. Guys, basically this first statement is little bit dicey. I want to throw more light on this. See, it may affect all the activities in the chain, it may not affect all the activities in the chain. But since can is written, so definitely it may affect all the activities in the chain. It depends on the value, and it is the float of which activity, that is the critical activity, subcritical activity. That's why I'm just taking the benefit of doubt by the word can, and I'm going with the right option. Clear? So answer would be D. Answer would be D. Clear everyone? Is there any issue? Please let me know in the comment box. Good. Next question. The flow net of the activities of a project is given in the following figure. The duration of activities are indicated along the arrows. The critical path of the activities is along. Guys, I want this answer from you guys. It's an easy question. Let us solve this question together. Right? This would be 0, 6, 8. This would be 17, 18, 15. This would be 31. Clear? This would be 31, 46. So which is my longest path time wise? Can I tell that my longest path time wise is 1, 3, 6, 8, 9. So answer would be option C. Very good, guys. Prabhakaran ji, which concept? Which concept? I'm already discussing the concept in this class, but if you want any specific concept, please let me know in the comment box. Sure, SKKG. SKKJGFF. It is, you know, your name is, brother, your name is really a tongue twister for me. SKKJGFF. And guys, you also try this name. It is very tough to pronounce that name in a single go. So don't say please. I just took a note of it, and definitely I'll try to bring as soon as possible, ASAP. Sorry, Saab. Arey, bhaiya, don't say sorry, don't say please. You are my student, you are my brother. That's it. We are just friends. That's it. Basic concept of CPM. Prabhakaran ji, I have already taken it on YouTube. You can check the CPM concepts by my name. You'll get it. Sure. Definitely SKJGFF. Chali. Next question. Naveen ji, welcome. Now, consider the following statements regarding the CPM technique of project planning. Okay, we have to discuss about the CPM technique, right? The critical path consists of those activities which total float is 0. That is true. Independent float is expressed as the difference between the total float and the slack at the head event. No. The difference between the total float and the slack of head event is not independent float. That is our free float. Right? That is our free float. So this is wrong. Independent float is expressed as the difference between the free float and the slack of the tail event. That is the correct statement. So answer would be option A, that is only 1. Answer would be option A, only 1. Yes or no? Everyone agrees to this? Good. Next. Which of the following do not characterize critical path? Okay, fine. Guys, do not. This is one key. Right. So underline this. Do not. right? Do not. Falls on a single straight line between the start and end node. Has no dummies. Indicate the minimum feasible duration to complete the project. Indicates the maximum sensible duration in which to complete the project. Has no parallel subpaths between any two nodes on it. So guys, can I have the answer please? Can I have the answer please? Naresh ji is very quick to give the answer, that is Bombay. Guys, please try to understand. It is not necessary that it falls on a straight line between start and end nodes. Right? It could be zigzag also, we have also seen. Has no dummies, this is wrong. It can have dummy also. It can have dummy also, right? Indicates the minimum feasible duration to complete the project. Yes. Critical path is the longest path time wise, but critical path is also the shortest path time wise before which project cannot be completed. Indicates the maximum sensible duration in which to complete the project. Yes. Has no parallel subpaths between any two nodes on it. This is also wrong. So basically my answer would be 1, 2 and 5. Clear everyone? Rituji, it will not be D. It will be Bombay. This is our answer. Guys, if you are appreciating the knowledge given by me to you, then please do hit the like button. Please do hit the like button. Right? Now, next question. Consider the following statements. A critical activity in a CPM network has the longest duration of all the activities, the zero total float, zero free float, the shortest duration with all the activities. Which of the statements given above are correct? Okay, fine. So we have to go for the correct one. Clear? So tell me the answer. Adil ji A, Anu ji C. A. Okay. Rahul ji A, Naresh ji C, Vivek ji A, Rituraj ji A. I'm also confused, guys. You guys give such a confusing answer that sometimes I also get confused and I start reading the question. Am I right or wrong? You guys give so convincingly the wrong answer in such a large number that you guys also try to shake my confidence. Right? You guys also try to shake my confidence, but thanks to my concepts that basically it is not easily shakeable. It is not easily shakeable. Guys, they're asking about critical activity, a particular activity. They're asking about a critical activity, not the critical path. Again, you have not read the question properly. Again, you have not read the question properly. Right? So, the longest duration of all the activities, the shortest duration of all the activities. That is not necessary. Right? There is a particular activity they are discussing about on the critical path. So, what is the answer? 2 and 3. That is C. Yes, Naresh ji, Rituraj ji, some of you are right and some of you are wrong. Just because, see, you guys are wrong just because of this. Why both? See, Adil ji, if total, see on critical path, total float has to be 0. If total float is 0, then definitely free float will be 0. If total float is 0, then other 3 floats will also be 0. That we have already discussed previously in the same session. Yes, second implies third also. Right? Next question, please. In a critical path network, which of the following are involved? A series of interconnected activities, consideration for uncertainties in time estimates, a logical sequence of activities is provided, the node number at the arrowhead is numerically smaller than the tail head. See, this is true, right? This is wrong because this pertains to PERT. It pertains to PERT. A logical sequence of activities is provided, right? The node number at arrowhead is numerically smaller than the tail end. This is wrong. The number at the arrowhead is numerically greater than the tail end. So this is also wrong. So 1 and 3 are right. Answer would be D. Very good. Teja ji, Naresh ji, Rituraj ji, Ritu ji, Aman ji, Naveen ji, Anu ji. Absolutely D. Clear everyone? Good. Next, this is the question. In the network shown above, rather it should be below, the number on the arrow gives the duration of activity. The earliest expected time for event 6. Okay, fine, this one. Right? Would be. So guys, 0, 5, 15, 13, this would be 17, this would be 22, this is 27. So the answer is Bombay, 27. So give me one concept. Which concept? Very good guys, very good. Panjiyar ji, which concept? Next question. Earliest finish time of an activity is always. Okay. See, EST is TEI. EFT. Earliest finish time is TEI plus TIJ. That is earliest finish time of an activity. Right? That is for activity 2.5. EST is 5. Right? EFT is 17. Earliest finish time. 5 plus 12. 17. LFT. Right? For that we have to do the time calculation. Right? That will be TLJ. And LST. That will be TLJ minus TIJ. More or less than earlier event or not, sir? It is definitely more than the earliest event. Right? It is more. because this is my earliest event. Understood? Now it is before you, brother. Next question. Naresh ji, this is your doubt, as you were asking me, right? In PERT analysis, slack on critical path would be 0, negative, positive or minimum. Guys, can I have your answers, please? See, this question is very important because in this question they are playing with the options. Right? For this question, answer would be what? Minimum. For this question, answer would be what? Minimum. Yes, Milanji. Exactly. Now, next question. Now we don't have the minimum as the option. Minimum is my first priority. In the PERT analysis, slack on the critical path would be, the options are just changed. Options are just changed. Right? Now, what is the right answer? That is same. Right? The right answer is same. Naresh ji, I guess your doubts are getting clear, brother. No, Anuji, it will not be A. Rahul ji, it will not be A. It would be same. It would be same. Right. Now, we don't have same as the option. Now we don't have same as the option. So what will be the right answer? So what will be the right answer now? What does same means? Okay. No. Now it would be 0. Now it would be 0. Yes, Rituji. No, Shrinkaleji, not none of the above. Now it will be 0. See, the priority order is minimum, same and 0. Right, the priority order is minimum, same and 0. How many of you are having doubt with this? How many of you are having doubt with this? Clear, Rituraji? Earliest finish time of an activity is always equal to or less than the earliest event time of the following node. Please explain this. It may be equal or less, Milanji. It may be equal or less. Right? If it is on critical path, then it is equal. If it is on subcritical path, it is less. Right? Like in this case, please check on this node, that is node 5. Basically, this is my earliest start time, 22, right, from this path. From this path, but EFT for this is how much? 17. Right? If you are talking about the critical activity, then it is basically same. But if you are talking about subcritical activity, then it is less. Right? This is just before you, brother. If you are talking about a critical activity, let us say this is some critical activity. Yes, 3, 5 is a critical activity for it. It will be same, that is 5, 15 plus 7, that is 22. Right? But for this activity, which is subcritical activity, the red one, it is 17. So it is less. Clear, brother? Next question. Next question. Consider the following statements. Slack is the extra time available to perform an activity without affecting the project completion time. Float on an activity indicates the duration by which total estimated duration of activity can be reduced while crashing. Float is the difference between time available to perform the task and time required to perform the task. Which of the statements given above are correct? Tejaji, your doubt. What is your doubt, Tejaji? Can you please put up your doubt again? I just lost it. Definitely I'll try to clear it. Then how latest start of activity is always less than or equal to latest event time of preceding node? Who told this? Latest start of activities is always less than or equal to latest event time of the preceding node. Who told this? That would be equal in case of critical path. That would be equal in case of critical path. Milanji. Okay, what means same? Okay, fine. No worries, Tejaji. I'll just explain that. After this question, I'll explain that. Now, are correct, right? Slack is the extra time available to perform an activity without affecting the project completion time. This is wrong. Why this is wrong? It is not activity, it is event. It is not activity, it is event. So 1 is wrong, this would be wrong, this would be wrong, this would be wrong. So answer would be C, 2 and 3. Right, 2 and 3. Without going for the other options also, we got the answer. See, why it will be Adilji, why it will be D? 1 is wrong. And in other 3 options, we have 1. Right. Float on the activity indicates the duration by which total estimated duration of an activity can be reduced while crashing. Yes, that is absolutely right. Float is the difference between the time available to perform a task and time required to perform the task. Yes, again that is also right. Don't worry, Adilji, don't worry. See, you are repeating the same mistakes just because of the reason that you are not reading the question properly. You want to solve the question in less time. Since you want to solve the question in the less time, you are taking that pressure. Rather, I would suggest you that please read the question properly. Try to understand what the question is conveying the message to you. In that case, you will not go wrong. Please try this once. Tejaji has asked what same. Right. In this question, Tejaji, right, if my TL is again 27, right? So slack would be 0. Then again over here slack would be 0. Slack would be 0. Slack would be 0. Slack would be 0. On critical path, slack would be same. Tejaji, on critical path, slack would be same. Clear? That's the reason. The time corresponding to minimum total project cost is called normal time, optimistic time, crash time, optimum time. Can I have the answer, please? in the comment box. Good, Teja ji. Can I have the answer please in the comment box? It is not asking about the activity cost. Right. Answer would be what? Optimum time. Yes, Harita ji. Good. All the people giving the answer as B again got wrong. Minimum total project cost. Minimum total project cost. They are asking about this curve, guys. This one, this is T naught. This is minimum total project cost. Yes or no? Again, you read the question wrongly and you gave the answer wrong. Definitely. If you read the question wrong, your answer will be wrong. That is for sure. Next question. In general, direct cost increases as the time decreases, decreases as the time decreases, is independent of time, varies erratically with time. Can I have the answer please? Waiting for the answer, guys. How is the curve, or how does the curve looks like? This is my direct cost, this is my time. As the time decreases, it increases direct cost. Why it is B? Everyone is giving the answer as B. Why B? Guys, direct cost increases as the time decreases. Yes or no? Don't you know this concept? Don't you know this concept? Then why are you giving the wrong answers, everyone? Next question. The direct cost of a project with respect to normal time is? Yes, Adilji, absolutely. Direct cost of a project with respect to normal time is. So what is the answer? Yes. Very good, Adilji. Minimum. See, read the question. Think about the question. Basically collect the information about the answer and then give the answer. Read the question, think about the question, collect the information about the answer and then give the answer. We read the question and we give the answer. Some of you give the answer and then read the question. No, Rituji, it will be Bombay. Harita ji, it will be Bombay. minimum, right? Because for normal time, this is my normal time, right? TC, it is minimum. For crash time, sorry, it should be TN, not TC, TN. For it is what? CC, that is maximum. Time beyond which direct cost will not be reduced with the increase in time. Time beyond which the direct cost will not be reduced with the increase in time. Harita ji, that you are giving the answer. Harita ji is giving the answer as A. Rahul ji is giving the answer A. Harita ji and Rahul ji, can I tell that it should not be A? Because A corresponds to crash time. Right? If the word is basically direct cost beyond direct cost will not be reduced, right? They are talking about the reduction of direct cost. If they are talking about the increase of direct cost, then it would be crash time. So answer would be what? Normal time. Anuji, it will not be optimum time. They are talking optimum time is for the project. Rahul ji and Harita ji, is it clear? Both of you? Good. Good. The cost flow. Very simple it is. Can I have the answer in the comment box quickly? Good. Good. Answer would be C. It's a proper formula, guys. Very good. Answer is C. Next, the reduction in project time normally results in decrease in direct cost and increase in indirect cost. Increase in direct cost and decreasing the indirect cost. Increasing both direct cost and indirect cost. Guys, you know the curve. So what should be the answer over here? Right? Reduction in project time. So definitely when the project time is reduced, direct cost will increase and indirect cost will reduce. So answer would be Bombay. Very good. Bombay. Amanji, understood? Brother, you are the only one who gave the answer differing from Bombay. Clear? Good. Next question. Economic saving of project time would result by crashing. Guys, can I have the answer of this? Can I have the answer of this in the comment box? Dinesh ji is giving the answer as B. C. Harita ji. Teja ji A. Okay. I want everybody to answer this. Okay. Bombay. A. Okay, Rituraj is telling no idea. Fine, no issues. Rituraj, you can check my lecture on crashing on YouTube. Then you will be having idea about such questions. I've discussed crashing in detail. Guys, answer to this is how was it? Right, why? Answer would be critical activity having minimum cost slope. Yes or no? And costliest critical activity, no. Costliest non-critical activity, not at all. Cheapest critical activity, no. Cheapest non-critical activity, not at all. Critical activity having minimum cost slope, that should be the answer. But that is not the option. So answer is star mark. Nobody gave importance to this and everybody was searching for the answer. That's why I tell you, read the question, right? Try to collect the information from the question, that what the question is asking. Try to collect the information about the answer and then go for the answer. You guys follow a reverse process or a haphazard process. That's why you guys go wrong. You guys believe on the answer more than your concept. And I strongly recommend believing in the concept more than the answer. Answer is a basically function of concept. Right. Next question. Last question will be for your homework, guys. And the answer to that you have to let me know in the comment box. Yes, 6 more questions to go. Please let me know the answer. Why 6 more? Adilji, we had 45 questions. The last question is for your homework. Objective of crashing is to reduce the duration of project. That is option A. Reduction in duration. No, not at all. It is reduction in cost. As per the definition of the crashing, it is the reduction in duration. No, Adilji, it's 45, brother. Next question. In a construction project, the cost slope of an activity is an indication of. Cost slope of an activity is an indication of. Cost slope. What is cost slope as per the definition? Cc minus Cn divided by Tn minus Tc. It simply signifies the extra cost needed for per unit time. Extra cost needed for per unit time. So answer would be option B. Extra cost needed for per unit time. Very good. Clear? Next question, guys. Okay, fine. Two activities A and B are to be done in the given sequence. The variation in direct cost with the possible activity duration T in days is indicated for each activity below. What is the increase in total direct cost between combined duration of 16 days and 13 days? Fine. Clear? So this is the normal time for activity A and B, right? This one is the normal cost. Clear? So on normal time of 18 days, the cost is how much? 27. 15 plus 12, 27. Now cost slope in this case is 2. Cost slope in this case is also 2. Right? This cost slope is 3. This cost slope is 2. So I will crash activity A and B by 1 day. That is over here. Right? So on 16 days it will be 31. On 16 days the cost will be 31. Clear? Now for 13 days, right? Now we will also crash B by 1 day because this cost slope is 3 and this cost slope is 2. So for 15 it is 33. Now again this cost slope is 2. So I will crash activity B. So for 14 it is 35. For 15 it would be, so basically activity B is being crashed fully. So we have to go from 7 to 6. It would be an increment of 3. So 38. So this difference is 7. Answer would be C. Now, is it clear? Anuji, what is the issue? Can you please let me know the issue? See, we are just doing the crashing, and while performing the process of crashing, we have to crash that activity first, which has least cost slope. Which has least cost slope. Clear? So I was just calculating the cost slope because the time duration is 1 day and the cost is 2 days. So guys, the last question, this is your homework. Right? You have to give the answer in the comment box. You have to give the answer in the comment box. Clear, everyone? And guys, do let me know in the comment box that how do you feel about this session? Did you learn something? Right? Is it helpful in your preparation? That's what you have to tell me in the comment box. So that's all for today's guys in this session. I hope so, I believe and I trust that this session was helpful in your preparation journey and it has contributed to your knowledge also. Welcome everyone. So guys, that's all from my side. Now don't waste much of your time and please take rest for some time and then again gear up. Again gear up for your preparation. Sit down and study. Yes, slack and activity do not go together. Mind it. Definitely. Welcome everyone. Welcome all of you. So guys, that's all from my side. Thank you everyone. Over and out from my side. Please do take good care of yourself and your near and dear one. Right? Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching me live. Thanks a lot. Soon we will join you again. Till then, over and out from my side. Jai Hind.